Hello, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Sunday morning's messages of love from above. So happy to see everyone. And before we get into the readings, I do want to send love out to the world. And if you'd like to join me in doing that, of course, I welcome that always. Whether you're watching live or even on replay, we can join together outside of space and time where this beautiful love energy exists and be conduits of it onto the earth. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And we let that love flow down into our heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world, circling the globe in a giant ball of love energy, sparking every heart a little more closer to unconditional love, drawing us higher and higher. Letting go of the fears, the small t truths, connecting to the higher truths, rooted in unconditional love. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love in this moment for your own mind, your body, your heart, for a loved one going through something, for a relationship, a situation, or whatever it may be, we send this love to you right now. Just take it in like a giant hug from the universe, from your spiritual entourage, your guardian angel, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, ancestors, a whole slew of beings of unconditional love and light that surround you. You are never, ever, ever, ever alone. You are so loved, unconditionally loved. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that. I really appreciate the joining together and the space to do this as well. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get into the readings, too, just want to make sure everyone is aware. I have started memberships. I know, woohoo! Right? Let me just add something in here. So, we definitely have some beautiful growth that's happening on the channel, and I'm excited for what it's going to be bringing forth here. So if you want to check out the memberships, you can do that. There's a big thank you there for everyone, whether you become a member or don't. It's You guys do so much with the likes, the shares, attending these, watching the other videos, sharing the channel with other people. There's so many free things you guys do that have helped me grow the channel from the very, very beginning, almost a year. Well, maybe about 9 months. I can't believe it's almost the end of July, right? But it's a big thank you there. And there's also, it talks about a giveaway for non-members at the end of the month. So all you have to do is watch the video, like it, of course, if you enjoy it, and then comment, and then you'll be entered into a drawing. And then there'll be special weekly member drawings too. So be sure to check out that video because you know how I love to give away stuff. Speaking of, each Monday, I also have a giveaway. And here is the link for that. On Tuesdays, I put out a video announcing what I'm giving away the following Monday. So everyone can enter that one as well. So be sure to check that out. And I know we had a lot going on this month because I also had a crazy Zen summer sale for July. We've just got a couple days left in it where I have half off my hedges of peace and love, which is a beautiful energetic process that gives you some peace and quiet and time for reflection. Also pushes some lower vibrational energies away out of your life to give you time to process and evaluate things too. And then also I have half off all my personal recorded readings. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. There is a link here. I'll post it here too. All of this is in the description box of the video. if you need to come back to it. And then I know each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. This week's was how can I transform my numbness? The week before was hatred, and the week before that what or anger. I think it was anger, not hatred. And the week before that was sadness. And I love these that Spirit talks about how uh, lower vibrational emotions are not wrong. It's why we come here. It's a fear amusement park full of lower vibrational energies. We come down here to experience it. But when we're bored with a ride and we want to switch it out and transform it, we can. And that's what these videos have been about. Then I've also been doing Take 10 with Zen, which is a video of 10 minutes or less each week that talks about how we can connect to spirit more and how we can connect to ourselves and our higher power. And also, I answer questions for my subscribers. This one was that just came out. Yeah, Friday is about heartache. It's like when our heart aches, someone's going through something, and we feel helpless. What can we do? Next week's is heartbreak, which is already available for the praying mantis level of my membership. So you get advanced um, access to those. So that is what they have. So those are all the announcements. I know a lot of announcements, but I have a lot of stuff going on, and I want to make sure you guys are all aware of it because so much of it is free, and there's a lot of giveaways. So I want to make sure that you don't miss out on those. All right. So let me take a couple quick screenshots here. Um, YouTube's been acting up a little bit again here with having things disappear. So let me grab these so as to not lose them. I think there was just one. Yeah, let me grab these last couple that just came in because when I pop out the chat, you just never know what is going to happen. All right. So fingers crossed, here we go. And if you are new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. We've got a wonderful, wonderful group of soul family here that have huge hearts, great senses of humor, which is a wonderful combination. I can resonate with that. I love it. And so welcome. And how the free readings work is I do go down in order, first come, first serve. And there's no separate like list. The chat is it. Make it easy, simple, right? And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading or guidance, and spirit knows what you're looking for. So what else? I think that's it for that. And then if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange and I prioritize those readings. I step out of the free readings, I dive deeper into those as well, and then I return back into the free readings and move down the list. I'm usually on for a couple hours, so I try to get through as many free readings as I can. But if you want to make a donation, that will prioritize it, and there's no set dollar amount. Whatever you feel you're able to give, um, you can give that. I know everyone's finances vary, excuse me, from day to day, person to person, country to country, planet to planet, moon to moon, wherever. So I know that when you give, you guys are given from your heart. So that's all that matters. You can use the super chat at the bottom and in the pinned comment and description box of the video. I do have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. So whatever you want to use, you can do that. So boom shakalaka. That is what we have. All right. So let me just get rid of that. And we are going to be using um, the Tarot of Dreams and the True Heart and Intuitive Tarot today. And I do have a donation, so we will start off there. And if you are looking, going, wait a minute, I posted something earlier. Where is it? Well, YouTube has been having some issues with their chat where the live chat disappears prior to the live in some instances. So after I post the announcement, I've been kind of hanging out, bouncing back in and forth and grabbing, screenshotting all of them because they were doing good for a while again, but now suddenly the last couple of days, boop, maybe it's the retrogrades. I don't know. But do not fear. I have them saved. So we are good. All right. So, Mary, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. And I believe, let me just find your. All right. Yeah, that was yours here. So, you wanted to know, should you send an email to Mia for follow up and how will she react to it? So, let's take a look here. Let me just shuffle these real quick. And of course, in the spirit world, there are no shoulds. They look at the earth as all these experiences. We just have all these different choices. And if we choose um, one way, we'll have one experience, another way, another experience. So we'll kind of just alter it and put the energy out of what is for your highest experience. If you did send it, how would she react? And is there any other advice that spirit has around it for you? So that's what we'll ask them for here. So first of all, is it for your highest experience to send this email, this follow-up email to Maya or Mia? All right. And then if you do send it, how would she react? Okay. And any other advice, any other information around this situation. All right. So let's take a look here. Yeah, it looks like here you have the Knight of Swords, which is movement of communication. So this is, yeah, there is need for movement of communication between the two of you. That would end up here with the Two of Cups. It would bring in strengthen the relationship you have with them. And this doesn't need to be romantic. It's just, Two of Cups represents two people interacting with one another. So with this, I really feel like Spirit is saying, yeah, it is for your highest experience and the experience of both of you to to sorry, I'm looking at the cards to for you to communicate and reach out to them. Their reaction at first, Knight of Wands, I feel like this is speed. I feel like they will respond quickly to you. It might be a little, they might be on the defensive a little bit because this is this defensive energy. So be, if you can, be joyful. Listen, and this Three of Cups can be also your entourage, the spirit. So trust your gut and intuition on how you communicate it. Um, and try to word it in a way and approach it in a way, maybe have some happiness and joy in it, and come at it where it's not like you're attacking them. See how they feel defensive because there's all this lashing out. Try not to have it that way because it would react, they will defend themselves. It will be defensive, fight or flight mode. So they may attack back. I don't feel like, fight or flight, they could flee and not respond, though they will respond by these cards. So be aware of how you're approaching it. Maybe even write an email, save it as a draft, step away, come back, reread it, and go, oh, yeah, this I can see how this would, this was, a lot of emotion, toward them. Let me come about it more happy, jovial, um, in a non-attacking way is kind of what I feel with that here. Yeah. Because there's a lot of energy here. They're like, step away. So this tells me this. Step away. There's a lot of energy. You have a lot of passion around this. Step away um, from it and come back to it. And then it will be um, not as overwhelming how we meant it, which is great. It works too. I've done it before, even sometimes overnight when I like jobs or whatever. I was just like, okay. And I'm like, let me just save that. I'll come back. It was at toward the end of the day. I'm like, I'll just look at it in the morning. I looked at, I'm like, I'm so glad I did not send that. So that's what's coming through, Mary. So many blessings to you. Thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So let me open the first. Here is the first screenshot. So we'll go with this one here. So the first free reading at the very, 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 very beginning, you're welcome, Mary, was Divine Beauty Anjali. So thank you so much. That was like a while ago. Um, so what is coming towards you? Let's take a look here and see what does spirit want you to know about what is coming towards you. All right. Well, I feel like you had this before. I don't know why I feel like you've had, but the Tower card is, of course, someone or something, a situation, person, whatever it may be, is being moved out of your life on purpose for a purpose to make room for new love, for higher self love to come in too. So whatever gets removed out of your life for you, I know in the at the time that it's happening, it might be like, "Oh no, what's happening?" But just trust that whatever this significant situation or person that's removed out of your life is for you. Because one, it's going to allow you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher love, the unconditional love that you find inward and upward from the spirit realm, from your higher self, from your spiritual posse and entourage. They have that for you. And when you fill up with that and overflow, then it also draws in new love, higher love in the outside world to humans. So I like this for you. This is what is coming towards you. So, try to, prepare yourself unless it's already happened, because it could also already have just happened. If not, it's about to. And uh, and I know it's hard for our human to believe everything that unfolds is for us, but when we're like, there's a country song in the United States about thank God for unanswered prayers. It's someone that really wanted someone and they were praying, I just want them, bring them, let them fall in love with me. And they didn't. They fell in love with someone else, got married, and they saw him like a year later or whatever, and they're like, oh my gosh, because of the how they were fighting and how they saw who they really were. And they were like, thank God for unanswered prayers. So that's what they're bringing back to my memory right now. So that's what they have for you, divine beauty Anjali. So many blessings to you. All right. I am amazing. That's the screen name. I am not, it's not my ego. So I am amazing. You're up next. August month for you. Let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know about August here? All right. So you do have some interesting communication that's coming in here. The King of Swords co-rules over swords, which is beliefs and thoughts and mindsets, but communication too. And all the kings are given a second portion of air, which makes them the master of communication. You have the Six of Cups, which is like someone from the past coming back up, someone but I don't feel with the Six of Cups, I've been getting this card a ton throughout all these different tarot decks over this last month. And I feel like the energy that's happening here and unfolding is this, uh, you know, uh, past life uh, energies, this past life communications, these past life connections where you're bumping into people that you are like, I feel like I know you from somewhere, and you don't in this lifetime, but it's from past lifetimes that comes in. So I feel like that's some of what is happening here is that there's this stuff bubbling up, and you do have this connection, this communication that starts up with someone during the month of August that you just feel like you've known before, but you haven't. And so, and you guys are, I feel like you guys even like quiz each other. Well, where did you grow up? Where'd you go to school? Where'd you work? Where, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, nothing. But there's this connection that just draws you guys close together. Maybe not necessarily romantic, but it's a very strong connection that's there between the two of you. I also feel like there is this bubbling up of some old memories, old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and emotions that you get to work through here through that. And it's not a coincidence that this person from a past lifetime is coming in to help mirror this, to help bring this up. So there's some triggers that happen around the same time, but it's freeing. It's not like you know explosions. It's more a lot of reflective time for August. So I like this for you. I am amazing. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. And Starfall, you are up next. So, will your blockages and fears have resolution in therapy? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? Yep. You definitely do here. You've got joy and celebration. We like that. And then the 8 of coins. The 8 of coins is really what tells me it here because this is you doing the work and stuff moving in the physical world. The blockages and fears get transformed because you do the work and they're replaced with this joy, this happiness. And the 3 of cups is also telling me that your spiritual posse, your entourage of guardian angels and spirit guides and loved ones on the other side and ancestors, they've got your back and they're with you throughout the whole thing, giving you love, helping bring comfort as well. So you're not alone in it. You definitely have a great support team behind you, but you're doing the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, and there is movement. So I like it. Very positive here for you, Starfall. So I like it. All right. That is what they have for you. Easy breezy, right? You're like, I know, I've been through therapy as well. So it's beautiful. They give wonderful tools. They don't do it for us. I know, right? But they at least help us through it and give us wonderful tools to help us. So I like it. All right. Happy Pill, you are up next. And you want to know what blessings are you going to receive? All right. Wow, look at you. You get a little bit of acupuncture coming in here. Actually, you might. But this is a good card. They're not dead. They're just they reach the point of exhaustion where trying, sick and tired of trying to live up to everyone's expectations, all the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and wants, all the people pleasing, it's like, I'm tired of it, which is great. The high priestess is you definitely stepping backward, connecting higher, going behind the veil, and diving deep. This is where you're releasing all of this and you're really tuning into who you want to be, what you want to do. You're trusting your gut, your intuition, the guidance that you're receiving from spirit, and really listening to what other people are like, blah, 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 blah. It's okay, but you're ready to move beyond that. You're ready to let them go and follow your intuition and your gut where you want to go. So that is what is coming in there for you. Happy pill. So many blessings to you. All right. And Linksley, you'll be in my next free reading, but I do have a donation. Thank you, Amy, for letting me know that was you. And let's see here. Okay, I don't see the question there. And if you have not posted your question yet, post it down below. Let me open up these other ones just to make sure. I don't remember seeing one from you. Okay, thank you. I was like, I don't remember seeing your name, but I've only had one cup of coffee. I know. What am I doing out in public with only one cup of coffee? But that's the way it works. In fact, let me just take a quick sip here. All right, and just for the sake of time, while we're waiting for you to type that, Amy, I'm gonna just pull a couple cards here for Linksley. So, any blessings coming to you in August, Linksley? Let's take a look here. Okay, let's see what they have here. All right, yeah. Well, you definitely have blessings coming in here. One, you've got Page of Coins, new opportunities, new money, new abundance that comes in for you in the month of August here. And we've got the Ace of Wands too, new passion, new drive, new inspiration that comes in. So August is this great month of like you get this energy to move forward and to take action and If you've been sitting waiting for something to happen or to make a decisions are made, actions are made, and it brings in abundance. It brings in opportunities. So a very positive energy coming in there for you for August. So whatever this has been that maybe you've been holding off, waiting for more information, whatever it may be, you definitely do have it come in for you. So I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So that is what they have for you, Linksley. Right, very good. And right, Amy. So I will jump to you as soon as I see you post your question, Amy. I will. You'll be the next one up. So Dijona, hello, hello. So what does Spirit want you to know right now? Let's take a look here in that one and this one. All right. So you do have this balancing that's coming in here right now. Okay, very good, Amy. Yeah, I see you just did it, so you'll be up right next. All right, perfect. Thank you. And you have the Knight of Cups here too. So there's movement of emotion, but there's balance in the outside world. So I like it. It feels very serene. I just feel it's like, it's like going from noise in the outside world. If you ever jump into like a pool or in a bathtub and you sink underneath, it just gets so still and so quiet and so serene. And I feel like this is what's happening right now is there's this beautiful flow here. And then also the Two of Pentacles here shows this. I don't know. It just feels very serene right now here for you. So I like it for you here, Dijona, just to go with the flow and enjoy the balance that is flowing. I just feel like it's just like just feels very like being in an inner tube in a pool or something, where it just feels very relaxing and laid back. Excuse me. So I like it for you. And that's what they have for you, Dijona. So many blessings to you. They're all relax, go with the flow. It's very low key. All right. So that is what they have. Grace, you'll be my next free reading coming up. And thank you, Amy, for your donation. And then Crow's Nest, you'll be up next after that. So, update. You and your person, Jacob, are now split up. Okay. You ended civilly. That's always nice. Still text. Okay, good. You want to know why does he take so long to respond back to you? If he still misses you. All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on uh, for Jacob here. What is up with Jacob? All right. Why does he take so long? My gosh. All right. And does he still? Oh, right. Cards flying out everywhere here. And does he still miss you? All right. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, how's he doing with the dealio there? I can definitely see here. Okay, well, it looks like he's okay. We've got the Two of Swords here. Um, we've got they're going back and forth between their heart and their mind. So, that's expected, their heart says one thing and their mind knows, and we know how that goes. Um, it's like they reminded me of it was my fourth relationship. I met someone that just got out of a long-term relationship. I had two, and we're like, yeah, let's just hang out. Let's know. And before we knew it, our hearts were in a relationship, even though our minds weren't, our hearts were. And so you can see the difference between the two that you're like, oh, the heart knows what the mind's telling them, but like, but I don't feel that yet. The mind's saying we're broke up, but the heart goes, no, we're together. And the mind's like, no, you're not. uh, so, the heart, it takes time for the heart to catch on. The heart is a little slow, you know, it's feelings, not intelligence. So the heart intelligence will be there. They are dealing with it here. They have the Tower, which is the ending and being removed out of each other's life. They have the Nine of Cups, which would have been like wish fulfillment. They understand it. Again, the heart is still thinking, wait, I want that. But the mind knows. and reality is telling them different, right? So that answers your kind of your second question, within all of this one. Yeah, and it's okay. Um, it's normal, and it's civilly, and it's like, yeah, the heart will get used to new ideas. But both of you here with the Nine of Pentacles are, by yourself in the outside world, and so you're gaining yourself back, your independence back, which it takes time to kind of sort things out, both in mind and heart. So that is unfolding there, and it is a process. The Hanging Man here is about seeing things from a different perspective, but it also is this transformation, like caterpillar to a butterfly. It takes time for things to transform, and you're both on this new adventure here. The Fool card is the first card in the major arcana, and the it follows the World card, which is leaving behind old cycles and moving into something new. So it's transitional, transformational. Um, so I feel like it takes some time to respond back. One, I feel like they're just caught up in trying to figure things out and doing all those things. Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about right now. So they're just involved in this transformation of their life, and I feel like they're doing things um, that take their mind off of things. I feel this is their kind of the what they do is they keep busy. And so I feel like they're doing stuff with friends or family or working out, going out and walks, doing whatever. I feel like they're away from it. Yeah, and so he does all that, and then he's like, "Oh yeah." So I feel like he's just flooded himself with busyness, and that's where the delay comes in. Yeah. So that's what's going on there is he's just full his life is busy, 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 busy. Um and so that's where the delay is coming in there. It's not hatred, it's not, anything to do with you. They're slow in answering everyone and everything right now because they are just overdoing it, which, like you said, is their thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys are broken up, right? So, um, yeah. Which is everything happens for us, right? So those are your emotions that you can look and reflect on. Yay! Right? It's like, where does that fear come from? If someone doesn't respond to you and they're ignoring you, they're doing it because they're in pain. And if we care about other people, we can be like, okay, that's not about me, that's you needing to feel safe and in control if this isn't the case. But even if it's like, bring that fear up and go, that's your inner child feeling unsafe and out of control. But if you're like, oh, if someone's ignoring me, they're really just shielding themselves because they feel unsafe and out of control and in pain. And that's what people do when they're in pain. They'll either fight or flee, and we want to give them the space. This isn't the case with them, but this is what you can um, process these emotions, these fears. Go, okay, other people's actions are not about me, they're about them. When someone does unintelligent, uncompassionate, unloving things, it's because they're in fear. Because when our human bodies go into fear, what happens? Our little 2-year-old self with its pet cat knocks things away, uh, knocks out our intelligent, emotional, out of the control room. And a little 2-year-old's in charge going, no, if I don't get my way, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Right. So this is what we realize. We're taught other people's actions define us. And that's where our fear comes from is this means I'm something bad about me. I'm unlovable, unacceptable. I'm rejectable. I'm a bad person. What are people going to think? It's what we're all taught, right? When we realize, no, you know, their feelings and actions are about them, and my feelings and actions are about me. So that I can own, that I don't have to. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But then you understand where they're coming from, and they're like, "Okay, so that's how they deal with their, emotions, and, that's how you deal with yours." So, if you feel he's not answering fast enough, then that's when you find, um, not putting all your eggs in one basket too. You can find multiple resources where if he's taking time and you need support, look for other support, because he's going through his own stuff too, right? So you can find other resources as well. So that's what I have for you, Amy. I like where they're at. So yeah, and it's good. So it's good. It's not yeah, I don't feel like any angst. I just feel like we were saying that they're just super busy. So that is what they have for you, Amy. So many blessings to you. All right, and Crow's Nest, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. And you want to know Hugo's feelings and next actions towards you. Commitment? Question mark. Stay tuned next week when we will find out. Will Hugo do the go-go and move forward? I was trying to think of a different one that didn't come out. All right, let's take a look here and see what we've got here. Oh, right. What'd you do to him, Crow's Nest? Hey, Aprilia, you'll be up next here. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Just want to get clarity here. All right. Yep. So we've got, of course, the beautiful Queen of Coins, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So they feel nurtured here. Yeah, innocent. You had me until you put innocent. No, no, I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. Oh, psh, psh. So we've got here the Queen of Coins, the nurturing. So their feelings towards you, they feel the nurturing, they feel this, sensuality, and so they have those emotions there. And like you said, you can feel that they are going back and forth here with the Two of Swords between their heart and their mind. They're going back and forth and back and forth. Their heart wants, their mind goes no, because of the past, and we can tell that here with these cards when I asked for clarity. I was like, what's keeping him back here? And we've got, the inner strength that's going on, this working out of things. The Six of Cups is the emotional memories that are kind of, I feel like they're looping around here. And that's what's keeping them from the Page of Coins moving forward and doing a new opportunity for it. So, like you said, they're gaining the courage though with the strength here, but they just, I just feel like they had such pain in the past that just it does they're showing me in my head it just leaps out of the jungle like you know it just hits them out of nowhere. They feel like they're gonna be fine, and then all of a sudden it just activates within them. So whatever this is, I feel it goes deep back to childhood even, so is where it started, but it rippled out a lot, a lot, a lot. But I like that we do have here, the Emperor has this, strength, right? The Emperor it's Aries energy. It is movement. They do, clear the throne room from all the yak, yak, yak that everyone is telling them about the shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts and all of that comes in. But they're also formulating. They're gathering their forces to have this movement, to have this progression, and I like it. We have the Three of Cups, so they do have enjoyment, they have joy, happiness, and their posse of support is helping them with this too, urging them and nudging them, surrounding them with love, allowing it to move forward here, which allows them to step forward with the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like they will move forward here. I just feel like they, one of the things that comes in with the Three of Cups is also them deciding that um, this fear of choosing someone, I know, let's go. The fear of choosing someone that's going to end up hurting them again. This Three of Cups is like it's not, it can be third party when it's mixed with some other cards, and that's not the case here. Just to clarify, it's more that I don't want to say like they're, what if there's someone that will be this dream in my head, because they, sorry, I'm trying to clarify here, because they're like, it's like a variety of things combining, but it's not those, and that's what they're trying to work out in my brain. It's like it's not a third party, like there's someone else involved, and it's not like they're thinking like, well, what if I find someone better? It's not those things, and I feel like they needed to tell you that it's not those things. It's they're having trouble getting past, like they're combining the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups together, which is, will there ever be anyone in my future that won't break my heart? That's the energy that's there, and that's what they're combining together. It's like, and it's like, there's something that, yeah, yeah, it's like suddenly, and they keep on showing me this like a rabbit, and you're trying to catch a rabbit, and there's this, and they have like this box with the little stick with the string and the carrot inside, and the rabbit's like, oh, no, 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 no. And you're just like, come on. And it's like, so you put a bigger carrot, and they're like, okay, no, 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 no. And they keep getting closer. No, 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 no. Whoops, as I'm knocking things around. So I feel like they get it's like a little scared rabbit, but they're getting closer and closer and closer. And then you realize you don't need to set a trap for the rabbit. You can just give them all the carrots they want. Plant a garden of carrots, and then they're like, "Hey, you don't need to trap them," because they're like, "I will stick around with all these carrots. I don't need to be trapped." Because it's the feeling of being trapped, and punished, and having, oh my gosh, they took it totally into a scientific laboratory, and experiments being um being done on a rabbit. They're just like, that's their fear, is I'm going to get tortured again like I did in these other relationships. And it's like, relax, relax. So just continue. I feel like consistency is what they need, is consistently showing them who you are is what's going to prove it to them, because a lot of people in the past said a lot of blah blah blah, but their actions did not match their words. Your actions are matching your words, but they're just like, they're waiting for it, and that's why they're getting closer and going, they're watching, are you going to suddenly go bah and jump out and leap out? There's hamburgers in the forest. Ruby Wooby Roo. Give him a, what was it? Give him a Scooby snack. That's funny. But that's what's coming in, Crow's Nest. So I like it. Consistency, your words match your actions, and consistency will win them over, because other people were frickin' liars. I said frickin' liars. They had good intentions, but no follow through. You have good intentions and the ability to follow through. So just consistency. Yeah. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. And thank you for your donation and allowing me to go on the journey with you. You have a blessed day as well. Thank you. All right, Aprilia, thank you so much for your donation. Good to see you. And let's take a look here. Hello, lovely. Um, okay. All right. Oh, she made it confusing. Yay! Oh, oh, wow. Are you gonna the converter? Do you get a microwave oven? Or is it a toaster oven, right? Whenever you bring someone over, and you get them to change teams, you get a toaster oven and a little punch card on your in your card. I don't mean to. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you because I know. All right. So let's take a look here. Let's see what's going on with Angela here. Okay. Okay. Right. Let me just get clarity on one card here. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Death to the kings. Okay, I get it now. So, obviously, how does she think about you? There's no doubt that she does have feelings for you. And there's this connection. The 6 of Cups is this there's this connection that feels otherworldly, like past life connections. And there is this special connection that's there. She can't deny it, you can't deny it. Um, Even though she's pretending, she can't deny it. So it's there. It's definitely there. Again, there's this mother nature, mother nurture, sensuality, divine feminine connection and new birth, this newness of it all. And the judgment card, which is um, kind of twofold. One, again, it represents that there's this higher connection that she cannot deny, but I feel like there's some, excuse me, some past belief systems that are in the way there. It's like, "Oh, no, 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 no," and that's the guilt, that's the self-judgment that's, trying to interfere with it there, but she can't deny it. Again, there's a draw that um, can't be denied, and we've got this I'm gonna show you this way here, because 'cause we've got here there's gonna be a death and a rebirth, and, that's when I said, "The kings will die." We've got the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and these are what fall away, because there is this behind it all, these feelings of being abandoned, being left behind, being, um left out in the cold, these feelings of lack, and it comes from, her dealings with her father when she was younger, and that's what's drawing her so much into the, "I need to be loved and accepted by these men," because she didn't feel like she was by her father. So there is this energy or whatever happened with strong male authority when she was younger that makes her feel like she's got to, and this is where the confusion comes in because she's confused, and she's going back and forth, with it too. So I feel like that the, the she's going to realize that she can't deny the emotions, the beautiful nurturing feeling that she gets from you. You just have to, of course, move past your pain to be able to be that. Otherwise, it's just two I was gonna say, 2 cats that end up fighting with the 5 of wands. Meow, 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 meow. Even Leo energy. Fighting lions, this, fierceness comes out because if you're in pain, you're in fight or flight mode. they're in fight or flight mode, which will make you get away from each other, but bounce in and attack and, hiss and attack and run away, hiss and attack and run away. Like you see two cats. Usually it's the teenager type of cats. That's what they keep showing me. But if you can look past and understand her pain, understand where she's coming from, and know that it can't be denied that she feels this way, no matter what she says on the outside right now, it's those things. Yeah, she's got a lot of burden that's on her back. All this energy from the past that has been built up, and that it's coming to an end. The passions that ignite are coming to an end, and so it's like I think we mentioned before. Just be patient. These things will end. That it won't result in anything long term, and then it's like, yeah, then things balance out. So I know. And remember that no one, a broken heart is about fear, right? It's this piercing of fear that happens in us. It's like someone scaring us, and it's like our feelings of unworthiness, our feelings of not being lovable, blah, 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 lies, all lies. It's like Frau Bittauer or whatever from Austin Powers, it's lies, all lies. It's not really true. Yeah, yeah. Well, so it's a great awareness when we realize when people are leaving our lives, they're all mirrors for us, right? Showing us about ourselves. So we can look at, like when I had a lot of my relationships where they betrayed our relationship, and I later learned it was me betraying my relationship with myself, defining myself by others. So, when the same thing with people leaving life, because I had that also in my life where I felt very abandoned in my life over and over and over again. It was, oh, I was abandoning myself. How do I abandon myself in these situations? I go out there to define myself by people in the outside world instead of defining myself inward and upward. Capital S self worth, not retail price of the outside world. And so there's this transformation that happens. And it's like we'll continue to draw in the same mirrors, showing us the same thing because we have amazing teachers who come into our life to show us what we want to see about ourselves continuously, show us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it. And then once we see it, then we don't need those types of teachers anymore. So you can look in here at the fears that are in there. Even go back to those energies of earlier childhood of when did you feel first abandoned? Because that's where it's like the original vampire. We have to go back and kill the original vampire so the all the vampires down the line get killed. I don't know why they show me that. You get to become Van Helsing, Aprilia. Yeah, yeah, pshka. But if you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen, it's either episode 4 or 5. Either one is good. It's about fate and how we can look into these individuals that we felt abandoned about or that we had to overgive to, that have these things that reject people away from us in our lives. But um, I like where it's headed here. So that's what's going on. All right. Thank you for your additional donation too. Let's take a look here. Let's take a quick sip here. All right. So let's take a look here. You are very welcome. I'm actually going to switch up decks here. We're going to use the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. All right. So I feel like they do want to work with you for a little while longer here. We have the temperance, which is, they're working things out in their own life. And the Seven of Wands has this energy here of them wanting to kind of have this dream of their own where they want to stand on their own. But I feel like they feel like if they did that, that they would need to defend themselves, that they'd be attacked, and so they're taking time understanding things about themselves. But the Princess of Discs, the Page of Pentacles, does show like they eventually want new opportunities for themselves too, where they want to work for themselves. It's like they see you and they're like, I want to be you. But they're like, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it. And so they're just kind of taking their time here. And they see you as strong, they see you as independent. But I feel like they're slowly trying to find their way to kind of be their own boss is what I really feel like here. But this is further on down the road, that is what they're looking for because they just don't feel they have all the knowledge and the wherewithal and all that. So if that's something that you're willing to do, you know, I know it's hard when we want employees. As a manager, when I was a manager, I always felt like my goal wasn't to keep people at the position that they were in. I felt good about myself when I was able to get them to go where they wanted to go for their dream. I'd help prepare them. We'd put a plan together. They'd make the plan and they would do it. And then, it's like, okay. So you can even ask her, what is your dream? What do you want to do? I can give you hints. I can, mentor you if you'd like, or help you and do that type of thing too. So I like that for him here. It's like there's this ability here to yeah, balance your heart and your mind, and you can show them this um, um, pathway. And I feel like they would do that, yeah, because you have new opportunities to it'd bring you this feeling of abundance, that comes in here too with that. So I like that for you, Aprilia. So it's not like she's not like, I hate you, you old witch, or anything like that, you know. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is when if they feel like uh when their little inner child feels unsafe and out of control, like if they have fear of like, oh, she's going to hate me if I want to find it, if I want this, because that's what they've experienced. So the gossip and mistrust and everything is because of former experiences. So you can tell her, what is your dream? I want to help you get there. And I know you don't, I don't want you to be my employee forever. I don't want you to work for me. I feel like do you have a dream of working for yourself? I'll help you. Let's, create a plan. And then just, all I ask is that, as we get closer to that, just give me time to bring someone in, and they were like, "Really? You do that for me?" And like, "Yeah, I know how it is. I don't wanna work for anyone else." So I get it, I like it. I feel like if you show the consistency and you show them through your actions, not just words, but through your actions, they're like, "Wow. Wow," so I like that. Alright, well, thank you for your additional donation. I really appreciate that. Alright. The baby birther. The baby birther, let's take a look here. So will she contact you? Let's see where she's at right now. See if she's calmed her bohiny down a little bit. All right, what is happening here? Well, I feel like not for a little while yet, because I feel like where she's gone into this oops. I forgot. These are not all PG, but we've got you've got the wish fulfillment and the 9 of cups, 2 of the wish fulfillment cards coming in here. And we've got the 8 of swords, which is her looking at her thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made her feel blinded and bound and trapped before. And I almost feel like there's this false sense of, oh, I found my dream come true. And but she's still trapped. It's like they're showing me, if you watch The Matrix, I feel like it's there. Or like what was the old one with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Mars, where they're in this dream that's not real, and it's just being put into their brain. And I feel like that's where they're at right now. They feel like, oh, I'm living my dream, because they can't get past these mental things that are going on, these these fears. And so I feel like they're deceiving themselves in a way of thinking, I'm living the dream, I'm living the dream. And you're like, who are you trying to convince? It's that type of energy. So I don't feel like they're going to reach out now, because I feel like they're in this denial period right now, because they've got the 4 of cups, which normally is a new love being offered. But I feel like they're still stuck in the 3 cups. It's like they're still trying to do this. And the Prince of Discs, which is the Knight of Pentacles, is the slowest moving knight out of them all, which shows very slow movement with what they're going through. They're not moving through this. They're not waking from this deceitful dream, this denial that they're in. They're just like, it's like they're super motivated into doing all this stuff, but uh, they're keeping themselves so busy and trying to live this dream facade that it's like they're in a trance almost, if that makes sense. It just feels very caught up in the you know in uh, the play. It's almost like get so caught up in the character that they're playing here. Yeah. I feel like they're gonna get to the point, though. The 10 of Wands, there's a lot of burden, which I feel like we got that with her a lot. And we have the Judgment card, all the double endings and double beginnings. They're It's gonna take them having their world almost fall apart, where it becomes too much, where they just can't do it. And then it just crumbles, but it's good, because it's like, uh, it awakens them. Um, but I don't feel like they're going to contact you. And I feel like right now they're so distracted, they're not thinking about, it's like trying to outrun a train. I can't slow down, or it's going to, over over run her over. So that's where she's at right now. Um, and that's her journey, that's her choice, right? That's what she signed up for. Um, so that's what's coming in there. Yeah, so she's just like, go, 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 go. And yeah, yeah. So you're like, you've learned what you've needed to learn from her anyway. Um, and if you feel there's anything that you need to forgive, yeah, and wish her well. Anything that you need to forgive, forgive them, because that's for you. Let them, release them from your wrath. Oh, kitty of hissiness. No, allow that to go, right? You have a huge heart, and of course, so there's some, pain that comes with it. But we can release some understanding. It wasn't about you. This is all about, it goes back to, these old feelings that she's just been rippling and regurgitating over and over and over and over and over and over again. So you're like, okay, I'm letting that go. Yeah, beautiful. All right, and that's what they have for you, Aprilia. Thank you for your multiple donations. I greatly appreciate that, and hang in there. Um, just take time to reflect on where this pain is coming from with the current one, and that will help you see the patterns that you've had for yourself too, that have rippled out. And try to check out those Take 10 with Zen. Um, the episodes 4 and 5 really might provide some tools if you haven't checked those out yet. All right. And that is what they have. So many blessings to you. And Anita Abdul, thank you so much for your donation. Hello, hello. All right. And let me see here. I don't know if you had a previous question here. So please let me know. Pop your question down below. Let me just take a look here. I feel like I saw one, but you never know. Maybe it wasn't a dream. It happens. Just put these like this so I can see them a little better. Oh, that one's a big one. Let me shrink that down. There we go. So Anita, I don't see a question previously, I don't think. So if just below the donation, it didn't. I see hello, bruddaZEN, and then I see the donation, but then you said hello again, and then I don't see a question. So maybe it didn't save or post where I can see it. So if you don't mind reposting it, because I do not see one. And while I'm waiting, I'm just going to take a quick sip here. And while we're waiting, I'm just, for the sake of time, I'm going to jump to Grace, who is the next free reading coming up. And you were just asking who is coming towards you, Grace. Let's take a look here. And Anita, I still don't see anything. So if you posted it, um, hopefully it's coming through. All right. So who is coming towards you here, Grace? We've got this Princess of Wands, Page of Wands, which is new passion. And I like this. It feels like the spirit is saying here with the Eight of Cups, it is important for you to look at leaving behind some emotions that no longer serve you, and even relationships, people that are no longer serving you, so that you can follow the path to the Nine of Cups. So I feel like it is a fiery individual, this Page of Wands. It's passionate and it starts off that way, which I know we usually want like both the emotions and the passion, but it's starting off with attraction, physical attraction, energetic attraction, but the emotions could come later, but it requires you leaving behind some emotions and people that no longer serve you so that you can move forward to allow the space to open up emotionally for you as well. So I feel like this is who's coming towards you right now, possibly a fire sign. It's someone who does express a lot of it's like fire sign energy. It's this childlike wonder, this excitement, this activity. They like doing things, exploring, doing new things, adventures, trying new restaurants, traveling. There's a lot of that energy that comes in, and this is the type of individual that's headed towards you. But again, it's like it's important for you to release some old emotions and to move forward, allow some friendships, relationships, whatever it may be that you're investing energy, where if you let go, like if you just stop investing, it drifts away. Like you're the one that's maintaining things, and it's okay to let those things go because you're going to be busy. So I like that for you, Grace. So many blessings for you. That's what we have there. And Anita, if you haven't posted, if you can repost it, I do not see your question um, below your donation. So I'm not sure if it's if you're reposting the same question over, you might rephrase it. Sometimes if it's like something that they are flagging as inappropriate, they will not send it out. So, and if that, sometimes that could be the case, but just in case. But I do not see the question yet, so I'm going to continue just for the sake of time. Continue down the free readings, and as soon as I see your question posted, I will jump to you next. Right, Magician on. You want to know reading on your chakras. All right, let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about your chakras here? All right. We do have the page, not the page, the Knight of Pentacles here, which is Earth energy, which I feel is um, the root chakra here. There's some movement here, some fears that are rooting down there that are keeping it blocked. But we have this, of course, the movement, the chariot, the victory, the power of choice card coming in. So I feel like whatever this is that is down there, that you do have, you will easily get it moving. You'll easily get it transforming and changed here. I mean, we've got, I even see, because we move, I know it looks kind of brownish, but this is like red. Um, and you're moving up to the sacral chakra into this solar plexus. So I feel like whatever it is, it's going to clear and allow you to move forward here. So that is what we have here. So I like it. So focus in on wearing red, looking into the your relationship to the world and to groups is also with that. So I feel like the root chakra is the one that's kind of blocking things right now. So I'd like it, Magician. So hopefully that resonates there for you. All right, Anita. Thank you so much for reposting your question. Kritika, no, I don't think I've gotten to yours yet. I've had a few donations, so I have not gotten to yours. All right. So Anita, thank you again for your donation. You want to know, how does this Cancerian think of you or view you? Let's take a look here. See what's going on inside of them. Of course, how other people see us and perceive us, they are it's all about them, right? Other people's opinions of us are none of our business because they're seeing like through their eyes, right? So just keep in mind that they're what they think of you and their view of you has a lot to do with themselves. You're a mirror, so what they're seeing in there. So we'll take a look here and see what we have here. All right. I like that. I'm just going to get one more card here. Or two more. Okay. All right. So the Cancerian here, they've got the 5 of Wands here. This is like they have this conflicted energy that's within them here. They've got this it starts off it this feels like there's like within two individuals that can butt heads every once in a while. And it's funny, Medusa. It's like bump heads, but there's this draw too. It's like this fiery. I usually look at it like when people are like, "Well, you two get a room," because people, hear the bickering back and forth sometimes. Like, well, you why don't you look at it this way? Why don't you look at it this way? And people are just get a room. Oh my god, the tension, the sexual tension is like, oh my god. So I feel like there's this kind of static in the air around you two I almost feel like you guys would smirk at each other, because you're just like, yeah, I know. You both like that each of you don't back down, that you stand up for yourself, not that you're mean or whatever, but that like you're just like, "Oh, you're mighty full of yourself," you know? I like it. Um, there is peace of mind here with the 4 of swords, so balanced mindset around you. So that's where I feel like there is this, energy there of, they like your wit, they like your intelligence, they feel like, "Okay, this is a good match, 2 and 2." They're like, "You hold your own, I like it." That's the kind of energy I feel like that comes in with that. I do feel like they're in this place here, though, of like they're trying to leave behind some old emotions, some old relationships, some old situations. I feel like they've got some drama in their life that they're in the process of letting go of. So, I like this here. So, that's what's happening with that there. So, so I see that. And they're in that process. They're trying to balance their life right now. So if you feel like they're kind of shaky in a way, it's like they are trying to balance things because they've got a lot with this 10 of wands. They've got like a ton of burden, a lot of stuff that they're have a lot of energy in, and just so many different directions. But it's about to end the 10 of wands, endings and beginnings. So with whatever they're going through with all of this stuff and trying to balance all of this stuff, they just have so much that they're trying to balance. But they're about to have this significant ending of their world and beginning, which is good. They've got this you know, ending of old cycles and beginning of new things. So they're about to have like this not that their world explodes, but it's just like all these things end and fall away, which takes them on to a new adventure that's more free of all that stuff. So let's take a look here. So will they come towards you in the future? Well, they're still at the point here. It's still undecided here. The balancing. Um, this also has to do with your energy too, because the Two of Wands is whatever you focus on is what you draw to you. And so while you're waiting for them to deal with all their stuff, if you're raising your love vibration, that will draw in a different type of relationship with them. Otherwise, if they're in their lower vibration and we are in our lower vibration, with the old ways of thinking about ourselves, the old ways of what we deserve, we're going to draw in a lower vibrational relationship, which will be one of those that explodes along with everything else. But if while you're waiting for them to deal with that stuff, while you're waiting in the waiting room, you can be focusing on letting go of your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you, your emotions that no longer serve you. That allows you to raise your love vibration. Then they're raising theirs, then you'll draw in a relationship that's unlike what you had before, which, doing what we've always done and getting what we've always gotten. Bleh, I think you're to the point where you're just like, I don't want any of that old stuff. And they don't want it either. That's why their world is changing and your world can change too. So I feel like it's undecided right now because there's still things we can do. If you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen episodes 4 and 5, the playlist I think is linked in the description box of the video. If not, it's on my main page. But those talk about how fate and how we can draw things in sooner and keep things longer by some conscious stuff and looking at some subconscious stuff. So they're 10 minutes and under, so they're not like super long. They give you a couple tools that can help too. So that is what they have for you, Anita. So many blessings to you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All righty. And I think that was it for the donation. So we will um return back to, whoops, I don't think that's the one. Is that the one? Nope, that's not the one. Oh, it's up here. It's like I know I had it saved. So all right. You are very welcome, Anita. Many blessings to you. All right. So Daisy, you were the next free reading coming up. And I think I saw so you asked you would like a love reading. I thought I saw another question too. Yeah, you were wondering about your first day of school. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so when your first day of school. So we'll do one card for love and one card for your first day of school since you asked two questions. Hey, love 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We will see. We will wait in anticipation. Oh, okay. No problem. All right. So, Daisy, with love, you are learning more things and you're going to take a different direction than you had anticipated before regarding love. I feel like your love is going to be a little bit of on hold a little bit here with the 3 of Wands. It's you taking a different direction with your life. And I just kind of feel like you're you're doing a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting about what you want, who you are, who you want, and some inner reflection. So I feel like with love, you are taking a different avenue with love. Who has time for love? You're in school because you have the King of Swords. I like this for your first day. King of Swords, ruler over higher education, not only co-ruling with the queen, but the kings are given a second portion. So you master your education. So I feel like your first day of school, you feel like you are rocking it, and you're all over it. And then you feel like, all right, it doesn't feel like your first you know how like when you're a freshman and you're there first and everything feels scary and unknown. Now I feel like you're like, I got this. In fact, I feel like you're helping people. People are like, oh wow, are you a senior? You're like, no, I'm a sophomore. They're like, wow, you just like carry yourself like you're like you've been here forever. And you're like, boom boom. So I like it for you, Daisy. Very very positive coming in there. So I like it. All right. And up next, we've got Libra Girl. So, Libra Girl, you would like Aquarius's messages for you. Let's take a look and see here. What does the Aquarius want you to know? Well, of course, Aquarius is going to have some air energy coming in here. And the Aquarius is like, I am balancing my heart and my mind. You know, the Queen of Swords rolls over air and thought. But, and those are butterflies, not flies. I always see that and I'm like, "Does she need a shower?" But there is this, transformation, I guess. Just trust me, they are butterflies. Uh, but all the queens are given a second portion of water, which is balancing heart and mind, and we have the High Priestess too. If they feel a little distant, it's because they have drawn they're back in their High Priestess temple, connecting with their emotions, which is good for an Aquarius. We are water bears. I'm Aquarius. We are water bearers, but we're air signs. And so we contain our emotions and we go visit them when we have like a nice little refrigeration area in our heart where we keep our emotions in Tupperware containers, nicely organized. And we go look at them. And that's where they are. They're looking at their emotions and balancing it with their mind. So I feel like their message to you here is just trust that I do have emotions. I do have emotions for you. I'm just trying to balance my mind and my heart to allow my heart to express itself. So I feel like if they feel distant, they're just kind of analyzing their emotions and interacting with them. So that's what's coming in, which of course, Libra, you're all about the balance. You're like, yeah, balance, that's great. All right, so that's what they have for you. And then Lily, you are up next. Anything significant, an event coming to you soon? Let's take a look here. Um, not necessarily soon. Eventually, yes. You've got the Temperance card, which is one of the slow patience. It takes time for things to unfold card. And the 10 of Wands is there's this energy. There's a lot of energy being invested right now that you're investing in things. It's going to be when this ends and begins. So you definitely have a significant event coming up, but it takes you releasing where you're investing so much energy. There's a lot of urgent things that are not important that you can let go of because it's like there's 10 different areas you're investing all this energy, and like this event can't come because you won't have the energy to enjoy it. And so, what Spirit is saying is start to weed away things, start weeding away all this energy you're investing in, all these things and all these people and all this other stuff. And that will allow this passion to come in, this new event, this new significant event to come in, because then your energetic field is ready and able to receive it. Right now, it's like, no, 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 we we like there's no more room left in the parking lot, all the tickets are sold out. So you've got to open up space for this to come in first. So that is what is coming in, Lily, if that makes sense for you. And then Alex, you are up next. You'd like a general reading. Let's take a look here and see. What would they like you to know right now? Okay. Well, you do have your passion, your self-love, your this new love that is wanting to be expressed, but you got the two of swords here. The mind is like containing the heart, and the two of swords is like this message of close your eyes and open your heart. Close your not close your mind, but it's like allow your heart to have a seat at the table. Don't let your mind overrule your heart and go, no, 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 you can't do it. We are making the decisions. It's like the heart is like, no, I want to say something. And they keep on shutting it down. And what's like, allow your heart to have a 50-50, maybe 51-49%, you know, decision or a seat at the table there. So I like it. Whatever is going on right now. Step out of your mind so much, out of the fears, and allow your heart to express itself. So that is what they have coming in for you, Alex. So many blessings to you. And Family Tree, you will be by next free reading coming up, but I did have a donation come through. Let me just double check here. All right. Thank you, Her Highness, for your donation. And I think I did see your actually on the current one here. All right, there we go. I do see your question here. So, hello. So, something led you here. So, you're here to listen. Great. I wonder what it was. Could it be that drew you here? So, is there a message for you? You would like some good news? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. Let's see what they have here for you. All right. All right. Okay. Well, if you have been waiting for love to come in, which I definitely see that you've been waiting. You've got the Hanged Man, which is waiting for transformation. You've had the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight out of them all. But you have been having here, it's been happening on purpose because you've been looking at your relation of your worth to the outside world in a different way, right? You've been going through this transformation of caterpillar to butterfly, and you are have been letting things go that no longer serve you, the things that have made you feel small and shrinking, and ones that made you feel like, well, I can't shine bright. I've got to dim my light. You've been working through that and releasing those things and allowing yourself to shine brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And the wait has been worth it because here you come. The Knight of Cups is movement of emotion. Here comes the Knight coming in, offering you the Ace of Cups here. And here's the Two of Cups. So here comes the relationship. Here comes the important relationship that's coming in here for you. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus a little bit. There it goes. So you've got this wonderful energy that is coming in here, and this important relationship that's headed your way. So I think that is good news. You're like, hallelujah. So it's like when you've what is one of your favorite sayings? I feel like this is one of your favorite sayings of when you stop looking for love, it arrives. Well, here it comes. Let's take a look here. Anything about who this is for you here? Well, you got the new love coming in, emotional stability. So it is a love unlike what you've had before, because the old stuff did not fulfill you, there. So I like that. Yeah, and spirit's saying, those other relationships that didn't work out, they were moved out of your life on purpose for a purpose to make space and room for you. You learned what you needed to learn, and when you the new person comes in, this 4 of cups, like these 3 relationships, these past relationships that you had before allow you to see or allow you to have this extra appreciation for who this is that's coming to offer you something the others couldn't. It's like things that we would have taken for granted in someone, um, we appreciate because of what we've experienced. We're like, normally, you showing up on time and showing up for me in my life would have been like an expectation and would have just got you to ground zero. But because of these others, it's like a plus. You get bonus points for this, which I like. Yeah. Again, it's this higher calling, this it's you're being drawn to this higher place, um, unlike, what you've had before. Yeah. Yeah, because you have these cards on the bottom. Oh my gosh. They're like, "Whoa." You've got the 8 of Cups, leaving behind emotions that no longer serve, moving to the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. You got the Sun overflowing, one of the most bright, beautiful, abundant cards, and the 10 of Pentacles too, which is togetherness. It's, partnership, children. Usually there's a dog and legacy with an old man and, the palace and the, pentacles. That's what's coming. So there is someone definitely headed your way here. You have the King of Swords on the bottom. Well, actually, I have the King of Swords and the King of, wow. So they're like everything. They've got the balance of the heart and the mind, a lot of mind, and they've got passion too. So yeah. So it's like they have it all. It's like I feel like because those 3 of cups are coming back in, it's like it's the good things of all of the, like if you had 3 previous relationships, it's like the good things that you liked in all 3 of them are in one person. You're just like, well, here it is. This is what I've been wanting. So I like it for you, Her Highness, Your Highness. And that's what they have. So good news and many blessings. And thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Maybe we'll all be invited to the wedding. I know, right? I like it. Boom, boom. Say you wanted good news. Well, there you got it, right? Let's see here. I think I still have everything. There's let me just make sure here. Yeah, no worries, LA. I have I have them all screenshotted. Screenshotted? Yeah, if that's how you say it. So no worries. All right. So, Love1234, thank you so much for your donation. And let's take a look here and see here. Why aren't you listening to me? I'm just the radio. You can listen to the same songs as much as you want. I am just a radio speaker. You're so funny. All right, so let's take a look here. Number 1. All right. Because energy changes from day to day and changes like when we're asking future stuff, um, energy changes because our choices change. We have such wonderful things like that. So I know. I totally get it. So let's take a look here. That was number 1, and then number 2, and then number 3. All right. Yeah, see, I like it. Just as we were saying here too, we've got when we're talking about what's next in terms of whatever, there's no right or wrong choice. The 2 of Wands shows whatever we focus our energy on is what we draw in, right? It's what we bring toward us. So if I'm focusing in on, you know, something, that's what I draw. Like attracts like, right? So whatever we are focusing the most on is what we draw in. So what's next? It's like, well, what do you want next? There is no like, we're not on an out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode in a gorge. Whatever we focus our energy on, we're co-creators. There's no right or wrong choices. And so what's next for you is up to you. When we ask questions of what's for my highest experience, like because we have like come in with a minimum experience and we come in with the possibilities of a highest experience, and we have all of this available in between. So we have all of this capacity to experience all these things, and the highest isn't necessarily the best, it's just the highest experience with the most experiences. But we've experienced that in many lifetimes, and we've experienced this in many lifetimes, and everything in between in many lifetimes, so we get to choose. It's like, do you want the moon? Shoot for the moon. I like that. I didn't know what that was gonna mean until just now. They're like, if you wanna shoot for the moon, shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars and hit the moon. Whatever you want. There's like this, um, the world is your oyster. There's so many possibilities. All the stars out here again. You can shoot for the stars and live and enjoy. There's no wrong choice. So I like this. It's not that they're frustrated that you're asking. They're just they love that the ability, that the timing to be able to bring these things forward, right? Yeah. So, yeah, what is the wish? What is, if you could shoot for the moon, what would that mean for you, right? What is it that makes your heart sing? What makes it that makes your heart feel full? As what is it? There's this Rumi um, quote that I read the other day. It says, "Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction." And I feel like that's their advice to you, is like you can go in any of these directions. You could choose to stay at your current job. You could choose, but there's all this. The questions we asked before are, what do you see based on my current energies? How is it unfolding? And if it's like, if you change your direction and go, I want to go for travel and communication, then that's we have so many avenues and paths we can take, and there's no right or wrong. It's like, what do we want to do, right? Yeah, exactly. So, um let's take a look here. So, I feel like, you know, uh, whether they're firing you or not. Sorry if I wasn't supposed to say that out loud, but you've got the new path, the Empress, the new beginning. This would be like heading off onto this adventure. What feels like an adventure, right? Because you have the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, fast moving energy. You've got the you've got the Knight of Swords and I'm sorry, not the Knight, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So there is abundance and you have all the intelligence. Um, but this is about connecting to the capital T truths of what you truly want and getting out of the fears, right? Knowing you have everything you need, but the fears are what keep us held back, right? That's what keeps us from having um, this adventure, is because the the journey, we start off as a soul going, oh, I'm so excited about my adventure here, and then we leap off and we start getting all of the supposed to's and the shoulds and then the need to's and the have to's and the musts that just keep on cage us in, and then we're afraid to go outside the cage. And so we're like, well, I should be making this amount of money and doing this so that I can provide for family and this and that, and what will people think, and blah 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 blah. But it's like you're never going to please all the people any of the time, and any of the people all of the time. Got to live for you. You get to have your adventure and your journey. Everyone has come down here for their own. Everyone chooses their own stories they put to every situation, what emotion they're going to feel as they go through it, um you know what energy they're putting forward, like the Two of Wands. Where am I focusing my energy? What am I wanting to draw in, and what physical actions am I taking? Everyone gets to choose their own, and so do you. And I like this. That's the Empress card. You have the Empress and the Full card, both represent this is a journey free of expectation, and she's naked running through a forest normally, which, because the 4 and the 5 are what come after this, which is the rules of society and the rules of organized spirituality or religion. And she's like, no, I want freedom. I want to run free and be me, express me. And that's what's coming in here with all of this here. So I feel like they're just using this opportunity to say, you could do any of all the stuff that's come forward. You could do anything. And I know that's like in the good old days when there used to just be Coca-Cola or water, you just had a choice of, do I want water or do I want a soda? This is back in the early 1900s, right? Now you walk down the soda aisle and you've got 5 people selling different types of Sprite and citrus drink. You've got like 10 people selling different types of cola, and then there's cherry cola, and then there's this, and then there's this, and it's like, what do you want? It's difficult, but if you're not sure what you want, you start doing a taste test, right? Yeah, exactly. And just go, you know, if you're not sure, try a Dr. Pepper and you're just like, "Oh my gosh, this is it. This is what I want." And you try orange soda and you're like, "Meh, not so much." And the different stuff you'll know. And you're like, "Well, actually I like this." Or maybe I like these two and I'm going to do these two things. In fact, I'm going to put them together. I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. And then let's take a look here at your first 2 weeks of August. Yeah. Well, you end up with joy and celebration, so I like that. There's this feeling of gathering, but I just feel like this is joy, and this is connecting with your spiritual posse too, because you are like you just said, Hierophant is an invitation to what is it I truly want, getting beyond my fears of disappointing others. And here's the Prince of Swords, the Knight of Swords, movement of thought and belief and mindset, and acting on your thoughts and beliefs. So putting your thoughts into action, it's almost like emperor energy, where they stop listening to everyone else's opinions and they understand what they're wanting to do, and they move forward in making plans and going, this is what I want and I'm going to do it. This is how I can do it. and then you get to live your dream instead of existing at the will of other people, right? Um, so I like it. I like it for you. So hopefully this helps. Love 1, 2, 3, 4. You get to head forward and go forward and conquer. All right. Yes. Out of fears and how it'll affect others. And you can do anything. What is it that you truly want? And head in that direction. Woohoo! All right. Live the dream. Live the dream. And it's the journey, not the destination. We can get caught up and get distracted by analysis and paralysis and the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos, and it pulls you away. Like if you enjoy writing and you're like, well, my book's not a bestseller yet. It's like, well, if you enjoy writing, write. It's not the bestseller that tells you you're a writer. It's writing that brings the joy and the passion. But when their pressure comes in of I have to have a bestseller, writer's block because fear sets in, right? So that is what's coming in. Again, thank you so much for your donation, and I'm excited for you. Woohoo! All right. So I think that was all my donations. So thank you guys so much. I'm excited for your journey. All right. So let's go up here. We had left off with Family Tree for the free readings. Oh, you did, James. Thank you. Whoops. So this got really big. Let me just get back over here. Yeah, how could I miss the giant green, the giant green, the green one, right? All right, let me just move these around here so I can see a little better. There we go. All right, so will Patty reach out to you to make plans? All right, let's take a look. Thanks for having a good sense of humor, James. Let's see what. Well, okay, wow, that card went flying out right on top of the other one, and then this is what else they want you to know. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So I do see here we've got this the 8 of Swords, which I like because it's flowing and movement, and the 10 of Wands is endings and beginnings with action, which is good. These are positive cards. For me, this is yes, this is flow of communication, getting past their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that held them back, and the 10 of Wands, which is investing so much energy in so many things. They're just like, all right, I need to stop making not stop making excuses, but I need to stop putting all this other stuff before this and just uh, look at where I'm investing my energy. I feel like they're so much on their mind, so busy that they're like, "Come on, let's you know get it done from these things that are urgent that are not important. Let them go. Let's prioritize the important and let urgent stuff that's not important fall away." I feel like they had like kind of a perfectionist attitude where like they have a to-do list that they're changing into a could-do list instead. So I do like this, because I feel like they're just like, "Okay, you know what? I'm never gonna get this list done. I just need to go, this is what I have to get done today," and and I feel like they do reach out to make plans here, because we do have the Empress card, which is new beginnings, birth, divine feminine nurturing energy coming in. I like that, and I feel like they're balancing their mind here. They've got the Page of Swords, which is new thought and belief, and I feel like they're changing things out and balancing their life where like, "Okay, you know what? I'm getting things under control." I feel like they feel like their life kind of got out of control, and they, were kind of sacrificing themselves. Whoops. Sacrificing themselves. This is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture doing things for everyone else, but not themselves. And I feel like they're getting exhausted trying to do all of that. Let me see if I can gotta make this presentable. So we've got the 9 of Wands, which is right before the 10 of Wands, right? So here we'll do it like this. So we've got oops, a lot of energy being invested and exhaustion and this barrier that they felt that they had that they're definitely moving through, which I like because ultimately we have the world card, which is victory. We like this, and leaving behind old cycles and moving into something new with a lot less restriction on it. So I like this. I feel like they had like this perfectionist attitude growing up, and it's carried over into their life of the supposed tos and shoulds and all the stuff that has to get done first. And I feel like um, there's a wonderful balance between the two of you too. Like, I feel like you learned that it's important to not be all work and no play. That you learn to play and enjoy life too. And I feel like you're helping her realize that that's okay. I know, like I think it was actually my first relationship. I was all work, and if there's time left over, play. They were kind of all play, and if there's time left over, do the work. And I was like, no, all the housework, all this stuff has to get done before we go do anything. And they're like, come on now, how about if dishes need to be done and vacuuming, then we can go to a movie and we can come back and do this stuff. And they taught me, you know, the balance, and I kind of drew them into responsibility too. But I don't feel like that's you. I feel like you already have that down. But I feel like that's what's going on, James. So I feel like they will. All of that to say, yes, they will reach out to you to make plans and just I think they wanted you to know a whole backstory to be like, okay, I see where they're coming from. Now I can have a better idea of how to deal with their perfectionist mentality. All or nothing. It's like, no, let me introduce you to the world of gray. So that's what's coming in, James. So hopefully that resonates and that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And Vidi Jalan, hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. And if you okay, very good. Thank you. Because I wasn't sure if your question was before or not. All right. So you're working on portfolio. Okay, that's right. Okay, I get you. Let's take a look here, BD. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. I feel like I'm going to switch over here to the Tarot of Dreams, switch back. Let's see what they have here for you. All right, let's see what we have here. All right. So we do have here, of course, we've got this tower, all of this wonderful energy. I like that we have the 4 of Swords, which is peace of mind. So it's like Spirit saying, just, realize that everything you're going through is on purpose for a purpose. You came down here to feel these emotions of confusion and concern and feeling out of control, and that the tower is burning down. But the tower also tells you that everything does unfold on purpose for a purpose. And so you can trust that the universe is conspiring with you for your highest experience here. So one is to like step away from the fears, which is what the 4 of Swords tells us is, they're sleeping on the Ace of Swords. See things from the higher perspective, take a deep breath, step back, look at your fears, cut away the fears, and because the confusion comes in because we're in fear and we can't think straight. And so they're saying get up to a place of where you have peace of mind. There's no wrong emotion. There's nothing wrong that you don't judge yourself for feeling these things. Just take a deep breath, step back, and you got Jupiter energy, which is again that everything is conspiring for you, and you'll close your eyes and open your heart. So step out of the mind of the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos. Trust your heart and then take action on your heart. What does your heart say it wants to do? What does it want to do? Then, talk to your mentor, talk to um telling them that these are my concerns. This is what is going on. Don't be afraid to voice it. You don't have to attack them, but from your heart, just say, this is what's going on. This is what I'm feeling. Can, share your concerns. They are your mentor, right? So they've been through it. They know, they have a lot of experience, a lot of viewpoints, but it doesn't mean that it's your viewpoint. It doesn't mean you have to do what they say. You can, it is your life, it's your journey, it's your education, it's uh, your dream that you're wanting to have come true. So you can approach them. And I feel like that's what it is, but approach them with peace and and calmness, and just say, this is what's going on with me, and I just want to see what are the possibilities. How can we make this happen faster, right? Yeah, because you have the Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight out of them all. So you can share with them that, I feel like it's going so slow, and these are my concerns. And they can be like, okay, well, this is what we can do, right? So there is the balancing, the justice. So there's the balancing of things to come out. So what you're wanting with what they're thinking, there can be compromise and transformation. It comes through theirs. Yeah, because you have the Two of Wands. Whatever we focus on is what grows and expands too. So you can definitely, I feel like you're communicating with your mentor because they're so involved in it is important, but then also realize for fate what your energies are. The Two of Wands tells you whatever you focus on is what attracts. If we're focusing on what we fear, we're drawing that in. If we focus in on what we're grateful for, we attract more of that in. If you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen, with episodes 4 and 5, it talks about fate and how we can draw things in sooner, and what things that are we could be doing or existing in our life that push things further. So those can give you a couple of tools that can help you with that too. But they feel like the best action is to talk to the mentor, share your feelings about the how you feel it's slowing, like it's going slow, and the concerns you have around it. But check out those two videos because that tells you things you can do with your own consciousness, and some things that might be in your subconscious that are also pushing things further away. Yep. So that's what they have for you, VD. I know these two videos. One of them is like, I want these results, but why do I feel like they're pushed away? Six of Pentacles energy about worthiness that's below the surface. So check those out. They're less than 10 minutes each for both of them. The link for it's in the description box of the video, or if you go to my main page, you'll see the Take 10 with Zen playlist. It's episodes 4 and 5, or if you want to know about death too, 6. But I feel like that will give you um, some tools to help with this as well. All right. So that is what they have. Hang in there. Hang in there. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe it's time for a different mentor. You are not bringing, well, check out those two videos first. Yeah. Because that's like, just keep doing this and apply. And but the fear is what's at the, is what's bringing in concern is fear, and confusion comes about because of fear. When we go into fight or flight mode, we're out of our mind, and that's why that four of swords is coming in of come back, do what you need to do to come back to the moment, meditate, go for a walk, whatever it is to come out of fear so that you can see things clearly and think clearly. Otherwise, we're confused and we're like in panic mode, and we're going to be a 2-year-old with their pet cat doing stupid things, right? Not making wise choices. We'll be making reactive choices. So, all right, you are very welcome, BD. So hang in there. It all is going to be perfect. All right. So many blessings. And I think I had left off with family tree, right? Yeah. So, family tree, you are up next for the next free reading. And anything, any learning in your current situation, what does Spirit want you to know about? What's the plan? What was all of this about, right? Well, we've got endings and beginnings here. You got death, and you got Ten of Pentacles is normally about abundance, but with it coming with the death card, which is endings and beginnings, and 10 being endings and beginnings, this learning here is about letting go of things in the outside world and trusting that, whatever is falling away, whatever door is closed, it's to keep you from going down a path that's not destined for you, that there's a different alternate route that they're wanting to take you on here. So trust the rebirth, trust that whatever's ending and beginning, that we're not, I like the messages of, we're not on this out of control drama train that's about to explode. You know, we're on a monorail train like at Disney World that has its exact stops and the doors open, and we can make it the experience what we want. But just know that endings and beginnings that are happening are destined and designed for us, and they're not happening to us. Even, if you're a Harry Potter fan, when the phoenix that the wizard had, when it got old, it caught on fire, turned to ashes so it could be reborn and have new energy and strength. And so that's what's coming in here. The learning is to know that everything is unfolding for you, and it's not happening to you. We come here to experience what might it feel like to be a victim, and believe that life is happening to us. But when we're tired of that and ready, we can see that I chose this for me, and I can ask my higher self, why did I want this to happen for me again? Can bring clarity around this, but this is the message that they have for you. So there we go, family tree. Many blessings to you. And then Michelle Ball. Hello, hello. You'd like a general reading? So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. A 1 and a 2. So you definitely have this magician card coming in here, which is this energy of initiating things. It's divine masculine energy, where it's, if we've been waiting around for something to come to us, now you're having this revelation of things that you can do, actions that you can take in the outside world. The Two of Pentacles, I feel like you go from feeling like you have no choice to where you have two, and you're like, well, crud, you know, I, can I just have one at a time? Come on. But it's all right. Just know, which one you want here. And I like that they're showing the two coins, because it's like whatever this is that you're being faced with, take a coin and say, heads this, tails that. Flip the coin. As soon as you see what comes up, you know which one you want. Because if you have heads and that's what you want, you're like, all right, let's go for it. If you get tails, which is what you really don't want, you want the other thing, you're going to say, well, let me do best two out of three, because you know which one you want, and follow that instinct, follow that gut, choose that direction. It's time. No more waiting. You have all the information you need. You know what you want. Don't be afraid. Flip the coin and go, yeah, I know what I want, and go that route. So I like it. All right, Michelle, that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then we have angel blessings coming in. You'd like a general. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know right now. All right. So we've got the Three of Cups and the Page of Coins, which there is this abundance that's coming your way here. You have this new opportunity that's opening up that does bring you joy. You are being guided. Pay attention to messages from Spirit that you're getting a lot of synchronicities, a lot of information. Trust your gut and trust your intuition. If this is about a relationship and you were thinking there's a third party, I'm sorry that there is. But the opportunity it opens up for you is going to be so much more. And so just allow that to fall away. This is about them, not about you. And you get to move forward in this direction that is so joyful, so more in alignment with your higher heart. Just trust that they were showing you who they were and that it didn't have anything to do with you. It just was bringing you what you wanted to see so that you can move forward into something unlike anything you've had before. So trust that, trust this movement, trust this situation, whatever it was, that you're being guided now into something even more amazing than you thought you could. So I like it. I like that it's teaching you to stand up for who you are and go, I don't deserve that. I deserve this other thing. Whatever this betrayal is, whatever this um, instinct that you have of like, I don't know if I should trust this company, this person, whatever. Trust it, and you're going to move into something even more super cool than you've ever had. So I like it. All right. So many blessings to you, Angel Blessing. And Keel, you are up next. So you'd like some guidance. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know right now. All right. I like it. I like that we have your higher self calling you to this higher calling, taking you to this place from this higher, like your high heart. What is it that makes your dreams come true? What is it makes your heart feel full? As we talked about with Rumi, your heart knows the way. Run towards that. There's this new opportunity that opens up, but it comes about with you following your heart, not trying to live up to the supposed to, should, and need to, and have to, and must of the world, but connecting to your high heart, your soul heart, and say, how do I uniquely want to share the unconditional love in my heart with the world? How do I want to do that? Where do I want this to go? And that's what brings this new awareness, this new way of looking at life and your worth in relationship to the outside world. This new opportunity opens up because you're seeing what you truly want to do instead of being confused with so much that's possible. I could do anything. I could do all these things. And I'm afraid I'm going to choose the wrong one. If we're afraid we're going to choose the wrong one, then that's our ego. That's our human side. That's all these dreams that are saying, this is what you are supposed to do, should do, need to do, have to do, must do. That's human. That's the human side. But your higher self is like, well, we could express this love in the world in this way, and this is what would make my heart sing. This is the opportunity that opens up. So follow that. All right. And that is what they have for you, Keel. So many blessings to you. So a quick sip here. All right. And Kritika Malhotra. I probably mispronounced that. My apologies. We are to you. So you want to know, what are your crush? What are their intentions towards you? You've been saying hi, hello to each other these days. Oh, nice. And like he said hi to you out of nowhere. And since then, we do that every time we're around one another. Oh, great. Very cool. Let's take a look here and see what are their intentions towards you. What does Spirit want you to know? Wow. Well, they're definitely, positive intentions here. There is this attraction, their current energies are that they see you as someone who's full and overflowing. So they see this brightness, and there's like this twinkle in their eye of like, could they be the one? And the Wheel of Fortune shows that there is movement coming forward here. So with two tens, endings and beginnings, you're about to see something more from them. So trust that the wheel is turning and that it's going to, like, even your human feels like whatever unfolds is the tune of for you, the fortune, the wheel of fortune, right? So your human even feels great about what's unfolding here, which this feels really good here. This is like, a wish fulfillment coming true. But I feel like they see you as a possibility and they like what they see. And I feel like they're going to get brave enough to ask more questions, become more, you know, beyond just hi, actually, how you doing? Blah blah blah, and engage in conversation. So I feel like they will do that. And you also, don't be afraid to take it past hi and anything else. You can like, hi, hey, hi, how you doing? Like, how are you enjoying the? If you know anything, this is how you enjoying the blah blah blah. Engage a little more. It's okay. You can take another step, but don't feel like you have to do it all. Just allow them. You can do a little indicator of that you're wanting to dip your toe into who they are as well, right? So I like it. But that's what's coming in for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. And let me see where we're at here. Oops. I think that was next. Let me just see my other screenshots here. That one, that one. Yep. So this one was next. Close that one down. All right. And Magana, you are up next. Let me just make sure that we are. So sorry. I just want to make sure I don't want any of these other ones to disappear. I'm just going to take another screenshot here just for safety purposes because I'm hitting 2 hours. So sometimes they'll start acting a little weird, YouTube. So let's just. Okay, I already answered all of those? All of those. Okay, let's grab that one. All right. No, Julia, I don't think I've gotten to yours yet. Let's see, are you even on this page here? Nope, I don't see you on that page. Don't think I saw you on those. I don't see you there. Oh yeah, you're on the third screenshot. So a little ways away yet. All right. So Megana, how do other people see you? Because you think people, especially guys, think you're intimidating and kind of hard to reach out to. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. That's the great thing is realizing that we are not intimidating, but people are intimidated. There's a difference, right? Intimidating is something we are, intimidated is something that they're interpreting, their choice, their lower self-esteem, their challenges. Doesn't have anything to do with us because you could be intimidating to one person and not to another. So you are not that. This is about them, right? So if there are, which before we pull cards, they just wanted to let you know that, say, I am not intimidating. People can be intimidated, not my problem. All right. So that's your mantra. And then let's take a look here. How other people see you, of course, is all dependent upon where they are at in their life, right? Because different people, different times will see things differently, as well. So they will, one moment someone can think you're awesome. The next moment they get out a bad burrito and their stomach's upset and they think you're crappy, just like their burrito, and has nothing to do with you, has everything to do with them. We are only mirrors. People look in mirrors and they see themselves. So when we ask, how do other people think of you? If there's this, individual who is a monkey, when they look in the mirror, they're going to see a monkey. If it's a lion who looks in the mirror, they're going to see a lion. So they're going to see themselves in doing all that. So I like it. All right. So let's take a look here and see how people see. Yeah, see. So this is exactly what I'm talking about here. We've got the 5 of wands, which is this, people can be conflicting, people can see this way. And then we also have people who are overburdened. They have a lot of stuff going on, and they feel this burden, they feel all of this energy. So everyone has their own energies that are going on and circling and happening in their lives. And they also have all of the swords here. They've got this, their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and everything that are going through their own head. These are their own thoughts and beliefs that make them feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted. So, when we're looking at, what other people think of us, it's all about what they're going through. It's all about who they are. So they wanted to show all that, and I'm gonna, I know why we want to know that. Our human side wants to know things. So on average, though, that's what I do. If you take an average of everyone that's around you, we have this here, the 10 of coins, which represents they see you as someone full and whole and complete and successful. They feel like the with the 10 of coins, it's usually they'll be like you'll see two people with children and this legacy and this abundance. So they see you as someone like it's like a lot of people see you as someone who's gonna get things done, someone who's gonna go somewhere, and they see you as that, and that could be why if some people feel like if they're intimidated by you, it's because they see your power, they feel this ability, but they don't feel like they have it. So when people feel low about themselves, they'll be like, "You're intimidating. You're blah 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 blah." It's because they feel low about themselves. So try not to define yourself by what other people are saying they think about you, because you're a mirror. So monkey sees a monkey, right? But what spirit is saying, what you see when you reach out, when you see someone else, that will tell you about what you're seeing about yourself, right? So if you see someone and you think something about them, go, how do I feel that way about myself in some way? Because that's the mirror, right? So that is what's coming in. So many blessings to you there at Magana. Hopefully that helps. But remember, you are not intimidating. People can be intimidated, and there's a difference. All right. And Test Birds, thank you so much for your donation. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. YouTube's they must be really busy today. Something must be going on in the world, right? All right. So thank you for your donation. And you'd like to know about your love life and finances. Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has for you. So you're welcome, Michelle. So that's love life. And let's take a look here at finances. All right. All right. And let's see. Okay. Wow. Right. I like this for you. So let's look at, of course, love life first. I like that you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Coins. So you definitely have love in the air in the future coming in here, because there's two of course, there's divine masculine, divine feminine. Doesn't matter, what our preferences are. This just shows that there's divine counterparts in a way, a king and a queen. They're not both cups, they're not coins. She rules over the earth energy, but all queens are given a second portion, which is water, which this king, this individual, is able to express their emotions, but all the kings are given also air of the mind. So this is a well-balanced individual of their emotions and mind, and this is someone who's very grounded in the earth energy, also emotions though. So the emotions are where they meet here. Someone who's, has a very, mental capacity, and someone who's really down to earth. But they meet in this wonderful place here of emotion. Regarding love, it's important to know that, we come down here to experience the spilt cups, the lower vibrational energies, right? And so what we experienced there was this, energy of being, disappointments and betrayal, whatever, all those lower, wonderful emotions rooted in fear that we've experienced. It's okay that we felt them, but when you're ready, you have the Two of Cups, which means you can choose differently. And that's what leaving behind the emotions that no longer serve, you experience them, but you've got this potential for love. But we definitely don't want to bring in those old emotions, right? So while we're waiting, there's always this wonderful opportunity, right, to let go of the mindsets and emotions that no longer serve, so that we're not doing what we've always done and getting what we've always gotten. We're moving out of that into and raising our love vibration to where we draw in an experience we haven't had before. And I feel like that's what's happening here. That's why it might have been a little time before you've had a relationship, because it's like, yeah, I'm letting go of a lot of this stuff that doesn't serve me. I learned a lot about myself and about others, but now I'm going to not put that on this new person. I want to release as much of that as I can. It's like your love is a huge hot air balloon. All these bags are keeping us low, and it's cutting off the sandbags so that you can raise your love vibration and move forward there. So that's what's coming in for that side test, bird. So hopefully that helps. And then I really like this for your finances. I mean, the first card is the Wheel of Fortune, which means things are turning. Jupiter energy, which is bringing in abundance, which is bringing in this wholeness around it. And then you have the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Pentacles, which is you being independent. And it's a great card of financial success. And here you are with Spirit, but you don't need someone else. With your independence, you're financially independent. You are feeling this abundance from the inside out, not from other people providing it, and being. It's not like you get married and their abundance is your abundance. You are independent going in first. So I like that. And you have the Page of Swords, which is the seeing things from a different perspective regarding finances. You get to connect to higher places, a higher viewpoint, and cut away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are rooted in fear, that aren't meeting up to, um, it's what I'm trying to say, which I'm not saying very well, is that you have these new ideas, these new ways of looking at abundance and finance that cut away some of the old ways, the fears, the stuff that was holding you back from having abundance, right? And you have the Emperor, which both of these together say that. Aries energy, new beginnings, new decisions. The Emperor, they have like a whole palace full of individuals who are telling them the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts, and all that type of stuff. Um, but the emperor eventually goes, you know what? Thank you for your opinions, but I have my thoughts, my beliefs, and this is what I want to do. And then you formulate plans on heading and taking you that direction. So that is what they have for you, test birds. Hopefully that was helpful. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And Monica. All right, perfect. So much sense. I like it. Appreciate that. All right, Monica, thank you for your donation. Anyone to know, what does Mr. Hassan think of you? Did he like you? Let's take a look here. What is going on with Mr. Hassan? Making a rhyme, making a rhyme. All right. They've got a lot of stuff in their head here, but so what they thought of you, I mean, they had a lot of expectations here. I mean, they've got the Page of Cups, which was about, like, new love, someone that feels like home, but they also had a ton of expectations that they came with, you know. This is like, from very early in our lives, we're given a lot of supposed tos, need tos, have tos around relationship and who people are supposed to be. And I feel like they had, like, perfectionist attitude, almost like they had this big, huge, you know, um, expectations around so many things, and it's black or white world too. So I feel like they saw you as someone that could feel like home, and that there could be this new love, and there's this interest, but then this is what kind of quelched it, because they've got so many supposed to, should, need to, have to, must. There's just no way anyone can live up to it. In fact, there's even contradictory stuff that's in their brain about who someone is supposed to be, should be, need to be, and all that comes in there. And it's like, okay, I get it. There's this there's definitely this like, they live in continual lack and disappointment with life, which is interesting. It's just like, there's the bar is so high, they can't reach it, no one else can either, but it's what they've had themselves under for so long, because, we see here, too, we've got this, the 7 of Swords, which is their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have cheated them out of feeling abundant, feeling whole. I mean, they have so much they could be grateful for, but because of the extreme amount of supposed tos, shoulds, and need tos, it always feels like it's falling short. And it doesn't have to do with you. I feel like they don't like themselves in a way. The King of Swords, master of thought and belief, but this feels extreme, extreme mental. They're extremely in their mind, like, so much in their mind, overthinking everything. That I just feel like they have trouble expressing love and like and gratitude, because they feel so low about themselves, and I don't feel like they can even look beyond themselves to anyone else. So, um, their thinking is overthinking about you and everything else in their life. And I feel like obviously, they liked some things about you, because some things on their massive list you were meeting, but other things also that you weren't, but no one can, if that makes sense. Just a long list of supposed to, should, need to, have to, must. Um, and I feel like they live in, like I said, continual disappointment, because, like, if we have no expectations, or very little in life, and then life happens, we live in this abundance, right? We're like, wow. But if this is life, and we have these many expectations, we're always living in lack, always falling short. Maybe every once in a while life goes boop, but it doesn't last for very long, because it can't. The extremes are so high, it can never meet them all. So hopefully that helps, Monica. It just feels like they are a huge overthinker with so much, that they feel has to be accomplished. So I yeah, 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 is what I have to say to that, because I could feel the amount of pressure, um, it reminds me of I was a perfectionist when I was younger, and nothing was ever enough, to almost the point I was suicidal. at one point in my life, early 20s, and I'm like, "I get it, this release. Get free." It's like a little dog, a little puppy who's caged all day long. Let him free, let him free. But that's what's coming in, Monica, so hang in there. Many blessings to you. All right. All right, so I'm at 2.5 hours. I'm only gonna be on for about 30 more minutes. I'm gonna go to single card, kinda lightning round to try to get through as many free readings because I know I still have a ton left that I try to wanna get to at least some answers for you guys. I will be back tonight, at 7 PM Mountain Time, and tonight will be my last Sunday night, readings. I'm gonna be replacing that by going live at 6 PM for my, praying mantis level members for a Q&A about getting to know me and getting to know spirit. So tonight will be the last Sunday night that I'll be doing uh, live free readings. So be sure to check it out. And but I shall return. All right. So Patty, you are up next. So will you be happy in this new home? Let's take a look here. In time, in time. I feel like it takes transformation to come in here. I feel like it's gonna take time for it to feel like home, because it's like a cocoon, and I feel like you're going to, blossom in it, but, I feel like it's just taking time to kinda, like, make it, your own, is what I feel is coming in there. So that makes sense. So you will have happiness. It's just I feel like it's just, it just feels kind of cold right now, and I feel like you're warming it up by making it your own and creating new experiences in it. Right now, it just feels like your energy's not there yet, but you're transforming, and so, and anyone else that's in the home with you, and so there's this transformation that changes it, so I like it. All right, and Lalima Sony, you wanna know Nikhil's intentions towards you in your current situation. You've decided to leave the situation and just not respond at all. Is it the right way to deal with it? Yeah, you got the Nine of Cups. You have your wish fulfillment. This is Spirit saying you have every right to move in a direction that is in alignment of making you feel like your dreams are coming true. So do what's good for you. You decide to leave the situation and just not respond. Um, at all, wondering if it's all right to deal with it. You know, I feel like they said, that it's important for you to find your wholeness within you and this dream come true. So when you do this, um, uh, I feel it's okay for you not to, just not respond. And if they continue to ask you, you can respond if you feel it's in alignment with your heart, but you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. This Nine of Cups is it's time for your emotional fulfillment, not to fall into someone else's actions or, um, manipulation or anything like that. You can stay true to you, to your emotions. So I like it, Lalima. All right. So many blessings to you. And LA, you are the next free reading coming up. Pomila, I'm not sure if I saw your name before. I haven't completed your a reading for you though. I would remember that. So I don't feel like we've had one there. All right, so yay, LA. So will you ever, 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 ever hear from MJ the Pisces? He seemed like he wanted to know more about why you've been silent. Gave him his number, but he never called. All right, let's take a look here. With the Palace of Wands, this is unique to this deck, which is a place of being able to express your passions, a safe place here. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like they will. I feel like um, it's like they're water and this is fire. They feel like they would be burned into steam. And I feel like I don't want to say they were intimidated, but I just feel like they don't feel like they could keep up in a way. I feel like they feel like their uh, self-esteem and their feelings of abundance of who they are, it's kind of on the lower end, and they just feel like, wow, I can't go into the palace. No, I don't. I can't go there. You know. um, yeah, but I feel like they just feel like, um, you know, like there was like whatever has happened, they just kind of feel low about themselves. Well, if you wanna feel disheartened, LA, experience it, right? But you don't have to. You can realize, whatever unfolds for you is for you, right? Not to you. So if you're like, "You know what? If someone doesn't reconnect, thank you. They're saving you from something," right? That's how I always look at it. If something doesn't work out, I'm like, I have no idea of what, um, "Oh, well, I didn't realize they were a sociopath and they were killing everyone. Thank God." And not that this is the case, but that's an extreme, right? You're like, "Oh, yeah, I never know." It's like a flat tire. Sometimes we are still like, um, we're delayed or kept from being in an accident, from killing someone, or delayed walking in and meeting someone. You can always trust that whatever is unfolding for you, is unfolding for you, not to you, right? So let it be disheartening if it needs to be. Experience what fear is there, because the disheartening means fear. So what am I fearing? Oh, it means I'm not good enough or blah blah blah. You're like, I am good enough. If they're that stupid, then I'm glad they're not in my life. If they if they think that. Anyway, but that's what they have for you. So, right, exactly. You're like perfect timing and always perfect timing. So, that is what is going on there. Um, I don't like you said, what is he thinking? What's changed? I just feel like they're whatever happened in their life, they just feel low about themselves, and they're just like, I don't know if I could keep up with you." Um, and I just feel like they're just not in a place for it. So, but it always happens for us, always bringing up what we want to see in the moment, right? So it's like, alarm girl is too much. Um, it's like someone. It's like, what are they showing me? Oh, um, it's like, I forget her last name. Famous tennis player Venus. Um, you know who she is. It's like them going, "Hey, you want to play tennis? You mean you want me to collect the balls after you beat someone? Because I'm not gonna play you." You know? It's like, the sisters, right? But they're showing me just, like, them inviting, going, "Hey, would you like to play tennis?" And they're like, "No, I do not wanna get beaten that badly." Anyway, so that's what's coming in. Alright, Kevin Torabuan, hello, hello. So you're planning to apply for student council member. Of your college, and you're pretty excited for it. Can any guidance on which would be beneficial for you? All right, let's take a look here. You're welcome, LA. All right. Yeah, Knight of Wands here. So wherever your heart takes you, there, Kevin, it is beneficial for you. They're saying follow your passions here with the Knight of Wands. Um, so um, I feel like whatever it is that your heart is drawing you to, that is what they're saying, go for it, because they're telling you follow your heart, follow your, the drive where you're wanting to go with it. And it moves very fast. It's like you're a knight. It's the fastest moving. It's a powerful knight of energy. They're able to. So go for whatever is in your heart. Follow your heart is what they're saying. So that's what's coming in for you, Kevin, sorry. All right. So many blessings to you and new love. Hello, hello. Should you raise your S medicine? You're low and you think you could help now. All right. So, of course, I'm not a licensed uh, medical practitioner at all. So, you definitely should consult a medical professional with all of that. There, the the Six of Swords here. Yeah, check the disclaimer in the video there. It talks about, that tarot is for entertainment purposes only, and you ultimately have to make your own decisions. But definitely, when it comes to medical, law, um, psychology, counseling, finances, whatever, consult licensed professionals. And you have the Six of Swords, which is movement of choppy waters to calmer waters, leaving fears behind, moving into new ways of thinking. But definitely, I feel like you want to consult a medical professional whenever you're talking about raising or lowering medications. Get the experts' opinions, right? All right. So that is what they have for you. And Daisy, we took care of that already. And double, triple, quadruple X, you are up here. So what is coming in for you here? Well, you have Knight of Cups. So you do have love and emotion moving in your life here. The Knight of Cups can be like a romantic individual offering you love. But definitely there's this movement of your heart that is coming up in here. So we always like that because that shows you that you're alive, but it's a positive thing. It's this movement of higher love, of them offering, someone offering you a higher love than you've had before. So I like that. The Knight of Cups too is all knights are on a quest, and this knight, of course, is on a quest for the Ace of Cups, um, where they have somewhere normally. Well, I don't see it in here, but they are on the quest. Maybe that's why, because they haven't found it yet. But the knight is on a quest for the higher love, which is what we find when we turn inward and upward. So it's an important dual message of we're going to find our love by turning inward and upward. And that fills up the cup and it overflows. And that's what allows love in the outside to come in because we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So when I love myself that much, no matter how much love someone wants to give, it's going to drip in. And no matter how much love I want to give, it's only going to trickle out. But the more I open up my self love and connecting to the high realms, letting go of thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve, emotions that no longer serve, cutting away those things that are holding me back, I raise my love vibration. This expands too. So it's win win, win win, win win win. So the message is, what's coming in is opportunities for you to grow your self love. Things can slow down when spirit's wanting us to raise the love vibration because our soul is wanting to slow things down, not to bring in old relationships, not, when we do what we've always done, we get what we've always gotten. So it's like, there we go. So that's what's coming in there for you, double, triple, quadruple X. So many blessings. Let's see, that was that one. All right, so let me close out that screenshot and let's get into this one. All right, Julia, you are up next. Boom, boom, boom. So let's take a look here. Leo's current energy. And for free readings, I'm just down to one card readings to try to get through. Of course, of course, we're going to get the Leo card for you, Julia. I mean, don't we get this like every single time? It just feels like 98% of the time. But here it is. Bright. They are being their Leo selves, bright, energetic. They're still working on their little inner child, but this is a beautiful card. So there is this energy towards you. They feel the brightness, they feel the light shining, they feel the childlike wonder. They do want to express their Leo passion energy. And the sun rolls over Leo, so here comes the sun. I just feel like their energy is bright and they're being their Leo energy selves. So it feels positive. It feels exuberant. I don't know why I use that word, but they do. They want this beautiful energy to move forward. So that's what's coming in, Julia. Very positive card. It's one of the most positive cards, so I like it. All right, and that's what they have for you. Hello, Sun and Moon. I don't see a message from you yet down here. Purple, Purple, you are up next for the next free reading. And will you and Ali get back together? Let's take a look here. Wow, you got the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands does show balanced energy, joy, celebration. So I feel like you guys are going to get back together. It's a very positive card. Sometimes it can be a celebration, it can be wedding, but I feel like there is this. I feel like this is the next step here. Uh, you they go on to clarify that the getting back together may not be like a committed relationship yet, but I feel like you do meet each other at a celebration. You do meet each other. Maybe it is at a wedding you meet, and it's like there's this spark there. It's like you guys bump into each other again at a big event, a mutual event, and you end up talking and then but they saying there's equal attraction there, but they're not showing me where it leads yet. Um, so they wanted to make sure it didn't come across as that you guys are getting married, but that you meet again at like a wedding or a gathering or a celebration. So the future is still undetermined there with that one there. So that is what they have for you. And I think, are we up here? Let me see. All right. Yeah, we are to the current chat. So let me scroll down a little bit here. And we had left off with Shirley. You are the next free reading. I'm going to be on for about 15 more minutes. So anyone that wants to make sure I do, if you're way down the list, if you want to make sure I get to you, a donation of any kind, I will prioritize those. But 3 hours is like going to be enough for me, and I'm going to need to take off. But I will be back in about 5 hours for this evening session too. All right. So Shirley, happy Sunday to you. What great things are coming your way this week? All right, so we are doing single readings here. Well, so you've got the 10 of Wands, which is a lot of energy being invested, but a lot of energy freeing up. You've got the 10 of Wands, which is ending of the burden, beginning of fresh. So a lot of stuff that's been taking a lot of energy, a lot of things that maybe been feeling urgent are not important, and things are falling away to where you can just focus on the important things. So I like this. This is a good thing for you this week because there is this freedom that comes in with it. Because you're not feeling exhausted and overburdened. You're like, okay, I have all this stuff that's bringing it down from 10 things to like 2 or 3. So I like it for you. All right. So that's what they have for you, Shirley. So many blessings to you. All right. Okay, and I think we already did that one. We had a donation, so we did that. Okay, we did that one. Hey, Spring. That was quite a while ago, so you're gone, I'm sure. But blessings to you wherever you're at. Okay, we did those. We answered that. We answered that. We answered that. Sorry if you can hear the dogs barking. There must be someone outside. Okay, we did those. We did those. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm just scrolling down here. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Okay, we answered all those. We answered all of those, and all of those, and all of those. Thank you guys again for all your donations. All right, so Pomi, La, we are getting down to you. Yay. So who is coming next into your love life? Let's take a look here. Look at that. You have the 6 of Cups. Normally, this could mean someone from your past coming back, but this has been coming up so much. This actually is that someone that you meet, it's going to be as if you knew them in this life, but you haven't. It's a past life connection, past lives connection, even where you're just going to have this feeling like it's best friends running into one another. You're just going to have this connection that you're like, hey, and they're going to be like, hey, and they're going to be like, do I know you? And you're like, oh, that's a fun pickup line. And they're like, ha ha ha. But like, no, but do I? And you're like, I don't know. I feel like you do. Where did you go to school? Where'd you go to work? Blah, 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 blah. And you guys find out that no, you haven't. There's nothing that you can find where you would have known each other in this lifetime, but it's from another lifetime that it has. And so there's this special connection that just is beyond anything that you've ever had. And that's who's coming into your life here next for your love life. It's this past life connection that just feels so warm and so safe, and it's a beautiful romantic connection. So I like it for you, Pomi. So here we go. Get ready for it. And that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. Okay, I think we're almost to the bottom here. All right, Nidhi Sarvaya. Yes, new love, yours was done. All right, so Nidhi, you are the last reading for today. So, message from Kaval. Let's take a look here and see what they have here for you. All right. So you actually got two cards to end it out here. You've got the King of Wands, which is there is this passion, this attraction that's there, this fire within him. But the king is very well, understand, this energies that's here. And the two of coins here is the balancing of things of their outside world. So it's like there's the message from them is that, we don't mistake the balancedness and my calmness for that I don't have passion and desire. I just can control myself. And I'm not a teenager that can't control themselves. That there's passion, there is attraction there, but they're also very focused on balance of their outside world. And so it's important for them. It's like they were almost taught to don't show your hand, always remain like poker face. It's kind of what I feel with it all. So that's what I feel their message is for you is like, just know that there is passion, there is it in there, but I'm focused on balancing my life, and I, it's important for me to remain in control in a way of themselves. So hopefully that makes sense, Nita, you, but that's what's coming through in the cards for you right now. So many blessings to you. New love, it was consult a medical professional because they were like, you know, there's this movement of thinking, there's this movement of looking at things, and whenever it comes to the medical stuff, especially lowering or raising medications, they're like, basically, spirit was like, here's a little bit of a tidbit, but you need to go talk to a medical professional. They don't want me to get into that, so I'm not going to get into that. Because there is, of course, liability with that. So, it's a changing of your way of thinking and your approach, letting fears go. But definitely, it was before raising or lowering medications, consult a medical professional with that. So, uh, that is what's coming in. All right. So, Vibor Jane, since you made a donation, you'll be my last reading for this. So, put your question down below. For everyone else, yeah, thank you for understanding. Because I'm like, whoop, alarms going off. No, do not answer that. But for all of you, um, before you guys head out, just want to make sure everyone's aware. I do have memberships that are live now. And if you check out the video, there are a lot of there's giveaways that are happening. And there'll be one big giveaway, even if you do not choose to be a member. you can watch the video, like it, and make a comment. And there's a giveaway at the end of August too. So make sure to do that. And then also, you have until the end of today to get into my weekly giveaway. You know, that we have every Monday. So be sure to check out that video, and that will tell you how to get into there. Hey, Julia. Well, I'll be here Sunday morning still, just not Sunday nights. For members, I will be here if you are looking at becoming a member as well. All right. And then we also have a couple days left on my Crazy Zen summer sale where I have 50% off my Hedges of Peace and Love, and then also half off of my personal recorded readings. So if you're interested in booking any of those, it's in the description box of the video as well. And then also, um, each week I do put out a new pick a card reading. This week was how can I transform my numbness if you feel numb emotionally? It can tell you there's a pick a card, three choices on how you can transform that if you're wanting to transform it. There's nothing wrong or right with numbness. We come here to experience it. But if you are wanting to transform it, you can check that out. And then lastly, we've got the Take 10 with Zen. Each week, I do put out a video that's 10 minutes or less that talks about connecting to spirit, connecting to your higher self, and also answer questions for my subscribers. This one was about heartache. Next week's is about heartbreak. And if you are at praying mantis level, you get advanced notification. That one's available to you already. So, ooh, I know. All right. So that's what we have for you. Thank you guys again so much for all of you that gave a thumbs up on the video. I appreciate all of the love and support. It does help spread the love tsunami. So thank you for being part of spreading the Zen love. All right. So my last reading is Vibor. Thank you for your donation. So should you change your job or continue with it? And what are your prospects of higher education? And what is the overall view of your career? All right, let's take a look here. So as far as shoulds, spirit is they don't give us the shoulds, right? There's no right or wrong from their viewpoint. There's just choices and experiences that come from those choices. Because you have the Five of Cups, which is, no emotion is wrong. You get to choose. But let's take a look here. We'll revamp the question a little bit and say, is it in your highest experience to remain where you're at? We'll start off there. See what's going to give you the most abundant and highest experience. Okay. And then we'll ask here, higher education, what they want you to know about higher education. Okay, nope, none of those. So we'll put higher education. Okay, and then overall for a career are those there. All right. With these three cards together, definitely there's something that's more in alignment that would make your heart sing. The Judgment card here is like your higher self that's calling you to this higher place, right? There's like this higher calling for your life, something where you can express this passion and unconditional love in your heart, express yourself to the world in a unique and special way. Because you have the Strength card here too. Here's your human self and your higher self. So, got your higher self calling you to this higher passion of life. Here's the normal things down here. And again, they're looking up at this higher calling. So, this would tell me that um, there is something more in alignment with your heart and expressing it. I feel like you're just existing in your current job, but you have this ability to feel like you're living in life, right? You do have here with the Eight of Swords, which is higher education thinking, that there are some things. The Magician card, again, living your passion, that if with how you want to express your love to the world, how you're like, what would make your heart sing. If it requires education, the Eight of Swords is about leaving behind your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets that no longer serve you, those that have been making you feel blinded and bound and trapped in your life. And so there is this energy of you have everything you need within you to make your dreams come true. And if you want to bring in higher education, it is welcomed here. Eight being a flow of that. So I feel like that you can, but make sure that it's in alignment with your dream, that which would make your heart sing, not, well, this is what I should do, supposed to do, need to do, have to do, blah, 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 like someone else's dream, trying to make someone else's dream come true. Because if you're living your dream or someone else's when you wake up in the morning and go, "Oh God, I gotta go live my dream today." That's not your dream, that's someone else's. If you wake up early before the alarm instead of snoozing a bunch of times, going, "Oh, I can't wait to go do this today," then that's a sign that that's your dream, right? Overall for your career here, yeah. It is about here again, the Nine of Wands, the inner passion, and the Palace of Cups is creating this space that makes it feel safe for you to express your inner emotions. So again, all of this is about heart, heart, heart. This is the Palace is unique to this deck, which is like extreme, huge heart emotion, and the Nine of Wands is you, expressing and moving forward into something that is in alignment with your higher self expressing your passion. The right time, well, if you know what you're wanting to switch it to, then yeah, you've got to weigh it out here. It's the balancing here. You've got the Ace of Swords, which is connecting to the capital T truce and cutting away your fears. So I feel like you still are in the middle of balancing it. I feel if you change jobs now without knowing what it is you want to go to, you're just going to end up in another frying pan. It's like you're jumping from one frying pan into another instead of jumping into your dream. So I feel like you do have a little bit of reflection time to go here to find out what it is you truly want to do with your life. Yeah, because that will be what is it, that would you feel would make your life truly feel full, not thought and mindset and brain, but what do you feel would make your heart feel full and make your heart sing? And I feel like that's what they're wanting you to head towards. Yeah. Because you even have the Three of Coins, being true to your authentic self, not trying to be who you think everyone else wants you to be. What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Without being afraid of letting anyone down or being punished for not doing what everyone else wants you to do. So that's what's coming in for you, Vibor. So hopefully that helps. It's a beautiful journey getting out of our heads and into our hearts to find out what is it like? What does it mean to live my dream? It takes some time to get it out of here, right? Yeah, so that's what you need to find out. Um, it's a scavenger hunt. They won't give you like a scroll from the heavens telling you supposed to, should, need to, because there isn't. It's like, how do you uniquely want to express your passion in your heart with the world? What makes your heart sing? It's like Rumi. Rumi says, "Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction." So that's what they have. I know. I wish. When I was like in my teenage years, that spirit would have told me, this is what your passion is, so that I could have done it. Started a long time ago, but I wouldn't have learned everything that I wanted and experienced everything from now until then. So enjoy the scavenger hunt of determining your purpose. Get out of your head of a supposed to, a should, a need to, a have to define you, and realize that it's an adventure, and allow it to be an adventure instead of a checking mark. I have to do this type of thing. Right, so hopefully that helps. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I'm going to go ahead and head off for today. I will be back in 5 hours for this evening's session. It will be my last Sunday night session. Um, for the free readings, I am going to have a 6 p.m. starting next Sunday. If I have members by then, a 6 p.m. Q&A. Otherwise, if I don't have any members, I have a night off. It's a win-win. Either way, I get to interact with people or I get to interact with spirit. So it's going to be fun. All right. Actually, Sky, I'm at 3 hours. I need to go eat. So if you want, you can come back this evening in about 5 hours. But I do need to. I'm starving and my energy is so I do need to go. But so hopefully come back and we'll get your questions answered. Or if you want to purchase a personal reading, I have a really good deal on those too. So if you want to check those out, look in the description box of the video because they're at a great price through tomorrow. So woohoo! All right, appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And please know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you guys again, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world. And we'll see you soon. Until then, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care.